Welcome to your Monday. I'm Jay Cleveland Payne, aka your Mr. Monday, and this quick bit of motivation and inspiration was originally published on June the 3rd, 2019. The original message goes as follows. People who tell people who live in glass houses not to throw stones should probably refrain from throwing bricks. So, going deeper into this message, a lot of these messages, actually all these messages are written well in advance. We bank a bunch of them, and then as we get closer to using them, we check them for grammar and spelling to make sure we got that right, and check to see how relevant they are to recently used ones, because as we said, we bank them just as thoughts come around, and we make sure that the ones that are in line aren't exactly, repeating the same thing we said weeks before. And this is one that was interesting in the how funny it was, because it seems like I have a love for blunt objects being thrown at things, and if you know me, you may wonder if that's the case, but it's not. This is a very simple way of producing people to make sure that they should, one, mind their own business, and two, mind what exactly they are saying when they aren't mind their own business. So the saying is fairly old and consistent. People who live in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. People who live with all of their life on display shouldn't be the first ones out there chucking out insults to other people, because they could be easily caught on tape these days, but just caught doing what they shouldn't be doing. They could be caught as hypocrites, caught as doing whatever is not exactly the right way to do things. But at the same time, people who tell people this notion should probably not be out there chucking large bricks, whether they live in a glass house or not, because people who believe they have the upper ability to scold people for being that way are probably the people that should not be that way as well. It's one thing to have the ability to know that you are superior to others. It's something totally different to show that ability in a way that is abusive and just a real show of you can't handle actual power. So people who live in glass houses, people whose lives are in display, should not be out there pointing fingers at people, because people will quickly see exactly what's going on in their lives. But at the same time, the person out there metaphorically chucking bricks at the world is the same person who's just itching for people to come out there and find out what's going on. They're people that people assume have things going on behind the scenes and don't want to get into them, but it just forces the hand of the people to look into what's going on. So whether you live in a stone fortress or a glass house, you probably should not be chucking things around in general. But the larger that you start chucking things around, the boulders you start throwing make people wonder exactly where those boulders came from and why you feel the need that you should toss them around. So be careful. People who tend to criticize people who shouldn't be criticizing people will quickly find themselves being criticized, and in most cases, rightfully so. People who tell people who live in glass houses not to throw stones should probably refrain from throwing bricks. This original message was published on June the 3rd, 2019 from Welcome to Your Monday. For more messages like this one, plus books, merchandise, and other information related to this project, visit the website welcometoyourmonday.com.